Hey friends, Iggy here from the Investing Iguana. If cash feels confusing in 2025, you're not alone. Headline rates are easing. Up to numbers look great, then vanish behind hoops. Cash products look like funds, which can feel complex. Today, I'll fix that with a simple, Singapore-focused playbook to park cash for bills, emergencies, midterm goals, and dry powder. So liquidity stays high, risk stays controlled, and yield stays fair. Adapted from my latest in-depth Substack deep dive. Here's what you'll get in this video. A 4-bucket framework, specific buy at the hold sell calls by bucket, a clean way to use bank hoops without getting trapped, CPF/SRS angles, a risk checklist, a sample allocation you can copy, plus verbal summaries of the visuals from the post. I'm a Singapore-based market analyst. I break complex money topics into simple steps for SG investors. Chapters today follow the article's structure, the problem in one line, the 4-bucket framework, what most people miss, Iggy's playbook, buckets A to D, hoops without getting tangled, CPF and SRS, risk radar, sample allocation, visuals and action steps. Let's go. Rates are easing. Banks price deposits off short-term rates. As policy softens, bonus rates shrink and hoops rise. Money market funds, MMFs, track short bills and repo. The yield is real, but it drifts with policy. The edge is fit for purpose. Match each dollar to a job, then split across platforms to cut operational risk. Imagine your cash as a football team. Strikers, midfield, defense, keeper. Each role matters. Don't ask the goalkeeper to score. Don't ask the striker to defend. Quick question. If a bank cuts your bonus rate next month, would your cash plan still hold? Here's the map. Bucket A, transactions, 0 to 1 month to spend, instant access, interest is a bonus. Bucket B, emergency fund, 3 to 6 months, safety and fast access, mix fuss-free cash and MMFs. Bucket C, midterm savings, 6 to 24 months, predictable return, use SSB ladders, fixed deposits, short duration funds. Bucket D, opportunistic cash, rapid deployment with fair yield, park close to your broker for speed. Think of this as a conveyor belt. Money flows from salary into A, sweeps to B, grows into C, and waits in D before big moves. There is no single best account. One tool cannot do all jobs. Hoop accounts can pay, but real life breaks tiers. Miss one requirement, and your blended rate collapses. MMFs earn, but yields fall as rates fall. FDs give certainty, but lock you in. The fix. A small, purposeful portfolio of cash tools, each with a clear role, cap, and exit plan. Now let's execute the playbook, bucket by bucket. Bucket A, keep it clean. Bills, spending, transfers, don't chase hoops. Use a simple bank account or wallet with fast transfers. Hold about 1 month of expenses. Balances swing. Conditions like grow monthly balance or spend 500 plus. Add chores and risk losing bonuses. Buy, hold your core bank or wallet with smooth user experience. Sell, tiered or hoop heavy accounts for daily spend. Visual summary from the post. Bucket, a quick setup table shows 4 lines. Balance size at 1 month of expenses, instant access speed, interest as nice to have, one platform. The insight. Keep this bucket boring and reliable. No drama. If your salary got delayed for 2 days, would this bucket still cover your GROs and card due dates? Bucket B, target 3 to 6 months of expenses. Safety first, with fast access and low admin. MMFs via 2 reputable platforms for market-based yield. Liquidity is T+0 to T+2, depending on cutoff times. A fuss-free cash or insurance savings balance for instant weekend transfers and outages. Buy. 2 MMF platforms focused on SGD short-term instruments with clear fact sheets and fees. Hold 1 to 2 months in plain cash for immediate needs. Sell over-optimizing across too many providers. 2 MMFs plus plain cash is enough. MMFs are not deposits. NAV can wobble, but SGD treasury-focused funds are usually low vol. Platform downtime is a thing. Diversify and keep some plain cash. Visual summary from the post. Emergency fund split and traits table lays out 35% MMF platform 1, 35% MMF platform 2, 30% plain cash. Each line shows liquidity, volatility, admin load, and use case. The punchline, balance yield, and access without mental load. With the emergency layer done, we lock in known goals. Bucket C, for tuition, renovation, or a car down payment. You want predictability and optionality. SSB ladder is principal safe with flexible redemption, about a month's notice and a small fee. Bi-monthly to stagger maturities. Fixed deposits. Lock when the rate is clearly above MMFs. Check penalties for early exit. Short duration bond funds are optional for a small slice if you accept mild NAV moves for market-based yields. Buy SSBs as the spine. Add FDs when spreads are attractive. Hold short duration funds only if you're okay with small swings. Sell long lockups that barely beat MMFs. Visual summary from the post. Midterm product selector table compares SSB ladder, fixed deposit, short duration fund across principal safety, liquidity, expected yield versus MMFs, costs, early exit, and best for. The takeaway, SSB equals flexible safety, FD equals locking for a date and premium rate. Short duration equals a modest yield tilt with small bumps. Do you need an exact maturity date, or would a flexible 1-month redemption window be more useful? Bucket D is your powder for dips, IPOs, rights issues. It must move fast. Park it in MMFs inside the same broker where you'll deploy, which cuts transfer lag and keeps cash working while you wait. Keep a slice in bank cash for same-day needs. Buy broker-integrated MMFs for speed. Hold some instant bank cash. Sell products with slow withdrawal or penalties. Visual summary from the post. Dry powder parking plan compares 3 locations. Broker, MMF. Very low transfer friction. Bank cash, none. External MMF, moderate. The insight. The best yield is pointless if cash can't move when the market gifts you a chance. Now what about those flashy up-to rates? Hoop accounts can pay if your life already fits the rules. If you salary credit, hit card spend, and pay bills anyway, blended rates can be decent on the first 50K to 100K. Past the cap, sweep to MMFs or SSBs. Only chase balanced growth tiers if your balance naturally grows. Skip invest to unlock tiers unless the investment stands on its own. Salary in, earn tiers on the first block, leave 1 month of expenses, then auto sweep the rest monthly to MMFs or SSBs. Visual summary from the post. Hoops versus MMFs. Decision guide is a question to action grid. If your life fits the hoops, use the account for the first chunk and sweep excess. If not, skip the chores and use MMFs or SSBs. Lowest friction wins. Are you changing your spending to fit a bank's rules, or are the rules already a match? CPF OA at 2.5% is a bond-like anchor. Don't drain OA to chase tiny cash yield uplifts. CPF SRS at 4% is valuable. If topping up, weigh tax relief and long compounding versus keeping more in taxable cash. For SRS, if idle, consider short duration funds inside SRS and check what funds are allowed and your withdrawal plans. If you're building a home or planning an HDB upgrade, give yourself a bigger bucket C with SSBs to match renovation timelines. Keep emergency funds in SGD to avoid FX noise. Risk never goes to zero, even in cash. Faster rate cuts mean MMF yields drift down, so hedge with SSB ladders and occasional FDs. Platform outages happen. Keep 2 MMF platforms plus plain cash. Hidden credit risk exists. Some cash management portfolios stretch for yield, so read holdings and TERs. Liquidity mismatch happens if lockups block urgent needs, so cap FD size and keep instant cash. Behavioral risk means dry powder gets deployed too early. Set levels and size rules before the dip. Visual summary from the post. Risk checklist and mitigations. Lists each risk, real-life look, and clear mitigation. The insight. Small safeguards stacked together create strong resilience. If you want the full charts, checklists, and written playbook, grab the post on Substack, link in the description below. Here's the template you can copy and tweak. Bucket A, 1 month of expenses in a simple bank or wallet. Bucket B, emergency fund, 60 to 70% split across 2 MMF platforms, 30 to 40% in a no hoops instant account. Bucket C, SSB ladder as core. Add FDs when spreads justify. Optional short duration slice. Bucket D, broker MMF for speed. Rebalance quarterly. Sweep surplus from hoop accounts to MMFs or SSBs. Set reminders to redeem SSBs 1 month before known spend and take promos only if they fit the plan, not the other way round. In the post, I included cash buckets and suitable instruments with colored liquidity, hoops versus MMF's decision table, emergency funds split across 2 platforms, SSB ladder planner for 12 months with use case tags, midterm product selector comparing safety, liquidity, yield, and exit costs. These visuals make the strategy see-through, so you can act, not guess. Split the emergency fund across 2 MMF platforms and keep 1 month of spend in a simple bank account. Start a 6 to 12 month SSB ladder for known expenses. Use hoop accounts only if salary credit and spend already fit. Set an auto sweep for surplus. Park dry powder inside the trading ecosystem for speed. Review quarterly as rates move and shift between MMFs, FDs, and SSBs based on spreads and needs. Cash is the ballast of a Singapore portfolio. It lets you hold equities, REITs, and even growth names without losing sleep. In 2025, the edge isn't some secret promo. It's using the right tool for each job, staying platform diversified, and keeping rules simple enough that you follow them. CPF remains the bond-like core. SSBs are your flexible layer. MMFs are the working engine. FDs are your certainty anchor when the spread is worth it. Ask yourself, if rates fell faster than expected, would your cash map still work tomorrow? With this 4-bucket setup, the answer should be yes. We covered the problem in one line, the 4-bucket framework, the common mistakes, the exact playbook for buckets A to D, how to handle hoops, CPF/SRS fit, the risk radar, a sample allocation, and your action steps for this week. You can take these lessons into your SG investing journey today and let your cash work quietly in the background. If this was helpful, tap like, share with a friend, and hit subscribe. For the full tables, checklists, and written playbook, get the Substack Deep Dive, link in the description. Premium members get my monthly cash maps, REIT screens, and buy-sell watch lists. Next, watch my video on building an SSB ladder step-by-step with real numbers. I'm Iggy, and this is the Investing Iguana. See you in the next one.